Time, huh? We have three tenses: present, past, and future. Past, where I played as a child. Present, my morning routine. Future, as an elder in my garden. There are four aspects. Today we will speak about one of them: continuous. Continuous, action in progress. I am working. I usually have coffee before work. I am drinking coffee now. He sometimes goes to the movies. He is walking to the movies now. He often goes to the gym. He is walking to the gym now. Is she reading? Nope. Is she reading? Nope. Nope. Present continuous is for what I am doing now. I am busy with it. It is going on at the moment. I am walking. And we also use present continuous to speak about your plans. Not wishes, but plans. Say, what are you going to do at the weekend? I am going to the beach this weekend. What are you going to do tomorrow? I am going to work. Are we baking? No, we baked already. Are we going to eat? Of course! Let's go get the plates then. Great idea. Are you going to overwork tonight? No, I am going to rush home. My cat is waiting for me. Are you going to stay with your cat? Get a boyfriend. Why? My cat doesn't love my brain after work. Past continuous or past progressive is about past action. Captured the action in progress. It's what you were busy with at some exact time in past. While you were calling, I was having my coffee. You say, I was cooking yesterday at 6. I wasn't sleeping. Were you cooking at 6 yesterday? Now, dear, answer my questions. What were you doing yesterday at 8 p.m.? What was your friend doing whole evening yesterday? What was your pet doing when you came home? We used past continuous to describe the background scenes. It's the setting of your story. It's what was happening around you. For example, when I was walking home, the sun was shining and people were talking. Next rule, the interruption, when we have both finished action and action in the progress. This is where you use both. One action was going on, continuous, and then boom, something else happened, simple. And past continuous? It was happening. You speak about actions in the middle, in the process. You use it for actions as a background. I was taking a shower when the phone rang. Ring, ring, done. She was cooking dinner when she cut her finger. Ouch. They were waiting for the bus when it started to rain. We were dancing when the music stopped. The music finished. Now, my dear, I am going to tell you a story that happened to me and my friends. And you are going to listen, aren't you?
The four of us were standing in my kitchen. It was one of those peaceful evenings in the beginning of May. The air was filled with the scent of flowers, wet soil, and trees' core. The air was vibing with life. We felt the same. My friends came over to hang out together, and we decided to cook custard and strudel. We were cooking, but mostly we were chilling. I was cutting organic apples from my garden. Janice was pouring lemon juice into the saucepan. Borb was leaning against the marble counter, watching the others with a sharp, bored smile. The kitchen was glowing with a bright artificial light. The oven was working silently, the windows were slightly open, and the wind was moving the silk curtains. Outside, it was May. It was raining softly. The garden was wet and dark green. The trees were bending a little in the wind. The birds were sleeping under the roof. Everything was calm. Inside, we were feeling safe. Borb said, "I love evenings like this. No drama." Janice was looking at Borb and nodding slowly.
That tracks.
We were smiling at each other in that quiet way that says, "We are happy." A neon blue butterfly was landing on the windowsill. It was very bright against the gray rain. Its wings were moving slowly. We were moving closer to the window. I was raising my hand slowly. "Don't scare it," someone was saying softly. Just before her fingers reached the glass, the butterfly was taking off. It was flying out into the dark garden. No one was saying, "Let's go," but we were going. Then suddenly, in the middle of the garden, a door was standing. Just a door, no walls, no house. Borb was folding his arms and saying,
Should we open it? I don't know, it feels strange.
I stepped forward. My hand was shaking a little as she was touching the handle. "Open it," Tasha was whispering. I was pulling the handle when heard some noise. The door was opening slowly. We looked inside and we saw ourselves. We couldn't stop watching. I was standing in Manhattan at night. She was wearing a dress that cost $50,000. She was holding a cocktail. Men were surrounding her. A limousine was waiting. She was smiling, confident, powerful. Borb was sitting in a big office, glass walls, city view. She was leading a global company. People were listening to her. She was strong. Janice 1 was speaking into a gold microphone. Thousands of people were screaming her name. She was a star. Tasha 1 was painting in a bright house near a lake. Her art was hanging on white walls. She was peaceful. We were staring at those versions. Borb said very quietly,
That could be us. We could have all that.
Barbie looked at each
shall we go
other.
there?
Those other versions were shining, but their eyes were black buttons. They were alone. We took a deep breath. Imagine us in a limousine. Money. Rich life. Then Tasha said, "Let's not." "Close it," said Borb, still smiling. I pushed the door shut. While we were walking back into the kitchen, we all were wet and laughing. The oven was ringing. The food was smelling perfect. And outside, the rain was continuing to fall, gentle, quiet, and a little bit creepy. We were sitting at the table, enjoying the dinner.
This strudel is amazing. It really is. The cream is perfect. It's so cozy in here. I know, it's the perfect night for this. Definitely. We should do this more often.
Then we said bye to each other, and they left. I was sitting on my windowsill and thinking that I am living the life I want.